Namaskar. Welcome to the program Discover Yourself. As the program says, we want all of you to discover yourself all over again with lot of positivity in life. दोस्तों, हम चाहते हैं कि ज़िंदगी में बहुत सारी छोटी छोटी बातें हैं जिन पे आपने ध्यान नहीं दिया है, लेकिन हमारे इस प्रोग्राम के माध्यम से आप उन छोटी छोटी बातों को जानें, सीखें, क्योंकि वो बातें आपकी ज़िंदगी में एक बहुत बड़ा बदलाव ला सकती हैं। बाहर दुनिया में खुशी ढूंढने की बजाय अपने अंदर असली खुशी ढूंढिए एंड ट्राई टू लिव लाइफ विद अ वेरी पॉजिटिव एटीट्यूड एंड बी हैप्पी ऑलवेज। और इसी प्रोग्राम में हमारे गाइड रहेंगे डॉक्टर न्यूटन। डॉक्टर न्यूटन, वेलकम टू द शो।
थैंक यू।
डॉक्टर न्यूटन एक स्पिरिचुअल साइंटिस्ट हैं और पास्ट लाइफ रिग्रेशन थेरेपिस्ट। और हमारी दूसरी गेस्ट हैं डॉक्टर लक्ष्मी। डॉक्टर लक्ष्मी, वेलकम टू द शो।
थैंक यू।
डॉक्टर लक्ष्मी भी एक मेडिकल डॉक्टर हैं और पास्ट लाइफ रिग्रेशन की मास्टर हैं और स्पिरिचुअल साइंटिस्ट। डॉक्टर न्यूटन, आज हम बात करने जा रहे हैं इवोल्यूशन ऑफ सोल की। बिफोर वी जंप टू हाउ द सोल इवॉल्व्ड, just throw some light on what is creation, how the world the world is created, how the world was created.
Yes. Though it is proposed by many spiritual scientists and masters, the same theory, same hypothesis that everything began with source is called Brahman, Parabrahman, all that is, and it's given different names. And the name of the game is called forgetting remembering game. The source, the God, is hiding himself, herself in each of these particle of consciousness and forgotten about it totally. And again, when it steps into this physical plane, the incarnations, so the challenge is to remember again what we have forgotten, that we are part of the source. We are never separate from the source. It's only illusion that we feel that we are away from the source, and that's the whole challenge. The name of the game is called forgetting remembering game. It's only a playfulness, and when we have ventured into this physical plane, we have agreed upon certain rules and laws of nature.
डॉक्टर लक्ष्मी, जब क्रिएशन हुआ वर्ल्ड का, तो सबसे पहले क्या चीज़ आई?
Yeah. See, actually, there is a model for this creation and this process. So, first when we separated from the divine source and when we entered into this incarnation cycles, we entered into the mineral kingdom.
Okay.
So, then after learning the lessons of that mineral kingdom as a rock or a mountain, then we evolved into the plant kingdom. And in the plant kingdom, we have certain lessons to be learned as a plant, as that plant, part of that plant kingdom. And after evolving from the plant kingdom, we enter into the animal kingdom.
Okay.
In the animal kingdom, we are still more evolved. We have all the feelings, all the emotions, but we are more of instinctual. Then after the animal kingdom, then we step into the human kingdom. In the human kingdom, we have something called the discrimination, which is not there in the animal kingdom. So this is a model how the evolution is happening in a step by step manner.
Okay. तो डॉक्टर न्यूटन, जब ये सारे किंगडम्स आए, so finally now we'll talk about evolution of soul.
Evolution of the soul.
So from where did this soul started evolving basically?
Right. Before we start this, I would like to quote Jalaluddin Rumi, who has given the exact picture of this evolution in his short poem. He said, I died as a stone and I became a plant. I died as a plant and I became an animal.
Okay.
I was an animal, I died as an animal and I became a man. I became a human. Why should I fear? Why was I less by dying?
Oh.
So there is no death. What we are talking about, immortality of the soul. So finally, we transit into the human kingdom. In the human kingdom also there is certain evolution that takes place. And for example, first time when we are coming from the animal kingdom into the human kingdom, we are called as infant souls. We have so many animal instincts and we behave like animals. We are very primitive, very tribal, very primitive. Primitive in the sense that very violent, aggressive, and survival is the motto of that infant soul stage. So for survival's sake, they sometimes they violate laws of nature, they kill others, they are very violent. And next stage evolution is called baby soul, then young soul, mature soul and old soul, where we end the incarnation cycles.
Okay.
The karma is nullified, neutralized, whatever we amass the karma from earlier stages of evolution. And finally, we come here as transcendental souls and infinite souls. So this is a stages of evolution that we go through.
Okay. Dr. Laxmi, if you can just very briefly, tell us about the stages of soul. Dr. Newton talked about baby soul, infant soul. Now, can you just brief us on the other souls?
Yes. See, the motto of the infant soul is Kana Pina Sona. See, mostly they are survival oriented, but after that, they can kill each other just for the survival.
Okay.
So, after that, they mature, they progress into the baby soul stage. And in the baby soul stage, they want to overcome the survival issues. So, they have some rules and regulations so that they can have some discipline in life. So, in the baby soul stage, they are very much disciplined, the rights and wrongs, they want to follow the rigid discipline so that they can overcome all the survival issues.
And when we talk about the young soul?
Yeah. So, when it comes to the young soul stage, the motto of an young soul is name, fame and money. They want to really prosperous, they want to be very, adventurous in life. So, the motto of an young soul is only name and fame.
And then we have mature soul.
Then we come to the mature soul stage. In the mature soul stage, they come to a point, the soul comes to a point that if a person amasses lot of wealth, name and fame, but still they are not happy, there is something missing. So, now in the mature soul stage, they start feeling that there is something more to this. So, they feel that connecting to people is more important, relationships are more important. So, in this mature soul stage, they go through lot of intense emotional states.
Okay,
we can say that it is a very intense state.
Yeah, and after mature soul, we have the old soul.
Yes, after mature soul stage, we come to the old soul stage. In that old soul stage, we start searching for the answers. Where is the real happiness? Where is the real peace? And that search takes us to our own inner self, where we find all the answers.
Thank you, Dr. Newton. Thank you, Dr. Laxmi, for enlightening us with the concept of soul and evolution of soul. तो दोस्तों, आप भी जाइए और देखिए कि आपका किस टाइप का सोल है, इन्फेंट सोल, बेबी सोल या मैच्योर सोल. और ज़िंदगी में अगर आपका कहीं भी डिमोशन हो रहा है तो आप उससे बिल्कुल भी निराश मत होइए, क्योंकि सोल के मामले में तो आपका प्रमोशन ही होता रहेगा. वक्त है अभी एक ब्रेक का, और ब्रेक के बाद डॉक्टर न्यूटन होंगे एक केस स्टडी के साथ जिन पे वो पास्ट लाइफ रिग्रेशन थेरेपी करेंगे, और आप जान पाएंगे इस थेरेपी के फ़ायदे और इससे आप अपनी क्या क्या प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व कर सकते हैं. वक्त है एक ब्रेक का.
Welcome back, my dear friends. We were discussing about past life regression therapy so far, and today with us is Soma, who is very much keen and willing to go through this past life regression session. It's going to be a demonstration, a quick demonstration of how a past life regression session looks like. And welcome Soma. Yeah, and we are very happy to have you here, and this session is going to be very easy and flowing, very relaxing. And how are you feeling today?
No, I'm fine. I'm looking forward to it.
You are looking forward to it, yes. So I will be guiding you into a past life recall, and I will ask you to close your eyes in a moment, and as per the instructions, you can just go into your own self, into a meditative space where you can connect with your past life memories. Make yourself very comfortable. I would like you to connect with your breath. As you inhale, feel all the freshness flowing into your body. As you exhale, let go of all the tiredness, all the tensions, stresses, strains. It's the time to go into your inner world, the world of relaxation, silence, completely letting go of the outside world away from your body into a beautiful place of nature, as if you're stepping down through a staircase. 4. Each step you're taking down and down, going into a deeper and deeper state of relaxation, deeper than ever before. 3. Absolutely relaxed. 2. I would like you to now step into that peaceful, beautiful nature of your choice. 1. Be there. Connect with that nature, dissolving every tension, stress, fears that you have, completely relaxing. At this moment, you can tell me about how you're feeling, what you are experiencing there in that nature.
It's a mountain.
Mountain, yeah.
And there's a river flowing through.
Wonderful. Yeah. How are you feeling there?
I'm fine. I see myself the way I am.
Yeah.
But there is someone again, like Dr. Usui,
Yes.
and a Tibetan and multicolored.
Yeah. It's good to know about that life where you can bring back the insights, knowledge, wisdom, understanding about that life, which can integrate with this present life. 2. Almost there. By the count of 1, become more vivid and clear. 1. Be there. Step into that life. Look down at your feet. Notice what kind of footwear you're wearing.
Wooden.
Wooden. Yeah.
And you are also there.
Yeah.
And I am a tall, old teacher, healer.
Yeah.
White clothes,
Yes.
white hair.
Yeah.
And again, it's a mountain, I'm looking down.
Okay, yeah. And I want you to describe about yourself. Are you man or woman?
Man,
Man.
white hair,
Yeah.
white beard.
Wonderful. At this moment, I would like you to progress to the next significant moment of that life where you understand what you're doing in that life. 1, 2, already there. 3, speak more vivid and clear. 4 and 5, relive, re-experience it. You can tell me what you're doing.
I'm meditating.
Yeah. Very good.
And suddenly some part of me which I had seen earlier, that Roman
Yeah.
officer flashed by.
Yes. Okay.
It's been a worthwhile life.
Yeah. What lessons you have learned from that life?
Healing,
Healing. Yeah.
teaching.
Very good. I'd like you to describe about your guides.
There is a Tibetan, that very distinctive headgear
Yeah.
and an apron, multicolored.
Hmm.
Again, old man.
Old man. Yeah.
And the earlier brown-skinned, black and white head,
Yeah.
fire in his forehead at the moment.
Right. Okay.
And
Thank you.
another person in white.
Yeah, very good. Thank your guides now. This is the time to bring back all that healing abilities that you have in that life. Your mission which you want to accomplish in this life. Healing and teaching, educating people in a spiritual way. I'd like you to bring back all these talents, knowledge, wisdom back into this life. I want to see the golden ball of light which is representing this wisdom of the past. Bring back, all the way back, all that energies, all that bliss, all that peace, understanding. Golden light stepping through your crown, descending down into your body, dissolving into each and every cell of your body. I'd like you to slowly come back into this present moment. At the count 1, 2, 3, wide awake, conscious and alert. You'll be feeling very fresh, very relaxed, positive, with a lot of purpose and meaning for your life. 1, 2, take your time. 3, when you're ready, slowly you can open your eyes, feeling fresh, relaxed. You'll remember your experience. Very good. Welcome, Soma. That's fantastic. And how are you feeling after coming
Fine,
back?
good.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Soma, and for
Thank you.
going through this session, and many of the viewers are watching this, and it's very wonderful to see how Soma went through her past life experience. She connected to a life where she was a healer and a teacher, a master of spiritual knowledge, and she has come back into this life to again with a healing mission to teach people about spirituality. And thank you, Soma, and we'll connect again after some time.
वेलकम बैक टू अनदर सेगमेंट ऑफ डिस्कवर योरसेल्फ। और हमारे साथ स्टूडियो में मौजूद हैं डॉक्टर न्यूटन और डॉक्टर लक्ष्मी। बोथ ऑफ यू वेरी वेरी वेलकम टू आवर शो। डॉक्टर न्यूटन, हमने अभी देखा कैसे सोमा अपनी पास्ट लाइफ में गई। हाउ डू यू सी हर पास्ट लाइफ रिग्रेशन?
Soma ji went to her past life memories through this process called past life regression. She could easily slip into that deep state of meditation. She could go back into a past life memory where she was a monk or a teacher or guide. She was into a spiritual practice. She was actually standing on a top of a cliff and looking at the nature and a river. And it's really amazing how she went back to her past life memories.
डॉक्टर लक्ष्मी, सोमा ऑल्सो सेड कि वो जब अपनी पास्ट लाइफ में गई तो उन्होंने वुडन फुटवेयर पहना हुआ था। उसका क्या मतलब है?
It was a practice, like most of the spiritual seekers, they used to wear wooden sandals. And even that wooden sandals, they just signify that it was a very ancient time.
So that means through attire and footwear, we can judge in what period the subject has gone into.
Yeah, we can assess the time period, the approximate time period.
All right, all right. Dr. Newton, you have to also tell me that Soma says that she saw Dr. Usui,
Yes.
a Tibetan in multicolored clothes,
Yeah.
and you said that like they are her spiritual guides.
Yes.
What are spiritual guides?
Actually, there are many non-physical spiritual guides, and when a person goes through this process called past life regression, they connect with their guides. In the life after death states, they will be present there to welcome them into the spiritual realms. And those guides don't have the physical bodies, but they are the energy essence. They are guides in a way because they guide soul into the life after death states. Here in Somaji's case, these guides were present right from the beginning of the journey into her past life, and they were there when she died, and she connected with the life after death states.
Throughout the regression, many a times she saw you
Yes.
and her son also.
Yeah.
What connection is there between you and her son?
Actually, she saw three guides. One is Dr. Usui, and the second one is a Tibetan guide wearing the multicolored clothes, and the third one is me. Because in her deeper soul, she knows that I am one of her guides.
They are like glimpses, glimpses from different lifetimes. She was tuning into those 2-3 different past lives.
Okay. Dr. Laxmi, we know that Soma is really very, very spiritually conscious. And you have described about kind of souls.
Yeah.
So what kind of a soul she is? Mature soul, a young soul, or like old soul? How you define
Yeah,
her
she
soul?
is definitely, she comes under the end of mature soul to the first stage of old soul, because she is going through some intense emotional issues. At the same time, her interest in the spiritual science, her interest in the healing field clearly shows that she is an old soul.
Actually, here in Somaji's case, she was going through some turbulent emotional issues, but she had a deep spiritual quest.
Yeah.
And that shows her her evolution, that she has transited the mature soul stage to the first stage of old soul. As an old soul, we have deep spiritual quest. Who am I? What am I? What is the purpose of my life? Let me reach out to other people. Let me help people. This
Okay.
kind of motto is there for old soul.
Okay.
And then next 2 stages are there. As a transcendental soul, we'll be teachers of truth.
Okay.
We want to share our truths that we have gathered, wisdom that we have gathered. And the infinite soul is doing that teaching work in a large scale, a massive scale.
Okay.
That's the soul's
Okay.
evolution.
Dr. Newton, हमारे viewers हैं वो आपसे कुछ question पूछना चाहते हैं. Let's just look at the questions.
Definitely.
मेरा नाम हृदय है। मैं आपसे प्रश्न ये पूछना चाहता हूँ कि पिछले जन्म में जो हम पाप करते हैं वो कहते हैं कि इस जन्म भुगतने पड़ते हैं, क्या ये सही है या नहीं?
Okay. Dr. Newton, Hriday asked that, he wants to know basically that whatever misdeeds we do in our past life, do we pay for them in present life?
Okay, it comes under what is called law of karma. Karma means whatever we have given out, it comes back to us. For example, I have given out the very beautiful good things to outside and it comes back to me. There are always causes in the past lives. The effects are now what we are experiencing in the present life. So whatever we did, whatever we have set in motion in the past lives, they has to be in movement. They come back to us. As you sow, so shall you reap. Whatever seeds we have sown in the past lives, they reap into fruits, and they generally show us. It's like a feedback reality.
Okay.
What kind of karma has created this kind of physical life situations or patterns or negativity that we are experiencing in this life. It tells a lot about that. So negative karma, we have to learn from that negative karma. Karma is not punishment. Karma is a lesson to be learned.
डॉक्टर साहब, हमारे एक और व्यूअर हैं, उनका भी कोई क्वेश्चन है, आइए देखते हैं वो क्या पूछना चाहते हैं.
मैं हिमांशु एक सवाल पूछना चाहता हूं कि पुनर्जन्म के बारे में मेरे अपने परिवार में एक किस्सा हुआ है जिसमें मेरे भाई की बेटी आज वही सब कुछ चीज़ें उनके अंदर देखने को मिल रही हैं जो मेरी दादी के अंदर देखने को मिलती थी. उनके बात करने का अंदाज़, देखने का अंदाज़, खाने पीने का अंदाज़, हर वो छोटी से छोटी चीज़ जो हम लोग अपनी दादी के अंदर देखते थे, आज मैं वही सब चीज़ें अपनी भतीजी के अंदर देख रहा हूँ. तो मेरा सवाल ये है कि क्या पुनर्जन्म में इंसान अपने ही परिवार में वापस आता है या फिर किसी दूसरे परिवार में भी जन्म लेकर कोई पिछले जन्म का हिसाब किताब चुकाता है या जो भी है.
डॉक्टर लक्ष्मी, अक्षय ने अभी पूछा जब रीइंकार्नेशन होता है तो क्या इंसान उसी परिवार में जन्म लेता है वापस या किसी और फैमिली में जाता है? क्योंकि उन्होंने अभी एक एग्जांपल साइट किया जिसमें उनकी ब्रदर की डॉटर है जिनकी हैबिट्स काफ़ी फेमिलियर हैं उनकी ग्रैंडमदर से.
It's very common and we have found in many of our cases that most of the times the grandmothers or the grandfathers, they come back to the same family. So whenever there is something unfinished, they have to finish with that particular family, the karmic issues, they come back to the same family to finish that particular issue and then they may choose a different family.
Thank you, Dr. Newton. Thank you, Dr. Laxmi, for being with us.